Hello and welcome to the episode 0 of Packet Tuesday. My name is Johannes Ullrich and I'm the Dean of Research for the SANS Technology Institute College, as well as the instructor for the SANS courses SEC 503, Intrusion Detection in Depth, and SEC 522, Defending Web Applications. With this video, I would just like to introduce the idea and talk a little bit about what Packet Tuesday will all be about. Of course, we will have one video each Tuesday. That's sort of the idea, how we'll make them live. This series of video is very much inspired by the SANS Intrusion Detection class, SEC 503. I'm teaching this class for a few years now. There are a couple things that I'm always noticing. First of all, there is never enough time to cover all the little nuances of protocols and how they show up in the wild. Secondly, there's not enough time to really have more examples and more practice in packet analysis in the class, particularly sort of dissecting packets in depth. The Packet Tuesday videos, well, the idea sort of came to address this. Each video will cover one of those specific features that at least I find interesting and that often aren't really covered very well, that are still important, but just, you only have 6 days in the class, didn't sort of make it into the class. We will have an example packet that I'm trying to collect from sort of a real network. I'll try to refrain a little bit from crafted packets. I really want to sort of more talk about normal traffic, and then we'll dissect that packet in depth. The entire packet, not just the feature we're talking about. So with each video, I'll also provide you access to the packet capture that I used, which often will just be a single packet. But in some cases, I may add a couple of packets before and after to give you a little bit of context. Now, who are these videos for? I hope they will help anybody who wants to better understand networks. Just like SEC 503, this will be about understanding networks. So you understand the network traffic that you're seeing in your intrusion detection system or what other network monitoring software you have. So you can also second guess some of the things that these systems are telling you. The content will assume that you have some decent understanding of protocols like IP, IPv6, DNS will be sort of one of the early topics we'll talk a little about. You should also have used TCP/dump and Wireshark before. Each of the videos will then attempt to go sort of back to first principles, meaning we'll go sort of back to scripture, we'll be pulling up RFCs and such to really define how a particular feature is supposed to work and how this is reflected in the packet that we are seeing. So if you enjoyed SEC 503 but wanted more, that's sort of one audience here, or if you're puzzled by some of the things that you're seeing on your network, but your day-to-day job requires you to sort of understand network traffic, then Packet Tuesday should really be for you. The way I'll design this is that each video will sort of stand on its own for the most part. There may be somewhere I do a part 1, part 2, but haven't really planned that yet. So you may watch them kind of in whatever order you wish to. That's also one reason why I put this introduction sort of as a part 0 as a separate video, just so you can watch that and then please jump in as we sort of collect a few more videos into whatever video you would like to, and I don't really have to repeat this for each video. I'll also take requests. If you found an odd packet, if you saw something interesting in the network, send it to me and maybe I'll discuss it. Now, couple caveats here. I have to understand the packet. There's some packets that I don't understand, so then it's hard to talk about it. If you have a story to go with it, that's always helpful. And then, of course, the packet will be made public, so you have to agree that you share the packet with the audience here. Otherwise, I can't really talk about it without showing people the packet. Otherwise, well, I do have plenty of packets to talk about. I may take my inspiration sort of from some current events, vulnerabilities that just came up, or some exploits that I saw. Things like this. I try to keep it a little bit current, but overall, again, it will be about standard network features, that I've sort of seen being used in the wild. Well, that's my introduction so far. So, not the usual YouTube and streaming and whatever disclaimer, subscribe and bell and all that stuff applies. If you like it, share it with your friends, and please send feedback. Please tell me what I should do different. We're just starting this out now, so I'm still playing a little bit with different features and such. The videos themselves will not just be me here, on camera. I'll do screen shares and things like that more. So don't be afraid of just having to look at me for the entire time of these videos. But yeah, feedback is always welcome. You can just use the contact form at the Internet Storm Center. You can use the comments here to these videos. You can send me an email. It's just J, my first initial, Ullrich, my last name, at sans.edu. And I'll also see if I can overlay my email address here to make this a little bit easier. But, well, spammers find it, so you should be able to find my email address as well. Also, social media, on Twitter, also with sans_ISC, that account. I always try to keep up with any replies and comments that's coming in on that account as well. Also, recently we played a little bit with Mastodon for social networking. So anyway, shouldn't be too hard to reach me with any comment that you have. And like I said, that's help me out, refine this a little bit, as we get started with these Packet Tuesday series. And again, every Tuesday, no specific time probably, we'll make a new video live. They are pre-recorded, but I'll try to keep them reasonably current. Thanks, and yeah, let me know what you think.